So I have a secret that I've been keeping for the last 4 years from pretty much all of you.
First off, I would like to say I'm sorry. You've met Big Red at one point in your time here, and I just want to apologize for that because he's a handful. But I know y'all always said that I was the biggest fan of this school, and I had a legit reason why I was the biggest fan of Lamar University, because I was the biggest fan of Lamar University. I was Big Red himself. So surprise! After 5 years of going to this school, I can finally say that I was the Lamar University mascot, Big Red.
I'm Lou, so if you've seen the girl bird with the big bow, it's me. That may be a shocker to a lot of y'all, but not to me.
In my mind, I think everyone knows. Like, there's some kids that I go to class with right now that don't know. Like, I've told 5 people that I've met at Lamar. 6.
Same. Like, besides, I mean, my family knows, of course.
Yeah, yeah, my family.
Our family knows.
Forgot about them.
But like, besides the upperclassmen in my department, none of like the lowerclassmen know. Other than that, like if you were to just see me, you would have no idea, unless like you knew. So,
and like, I wouldn't even tell my professors. Like if I had to skip a class or miss a class because of a Big Red event, I would either say something along the lines of, I'm part of the spirit team. And sometimes they would ask, oh, you're a cheerleader? No. You're a dance? No. You're a band member? No, I'm just kind of with them. Okay. And then normally they would just kind of let it dissolve.
The one that pops into my head is when we filmed the Christmas video and I shattered the ornament in the dorm room. I don't know why that was my favorite thing to ever happen, but it just like, it literally, I think about it when I'm having a bad day because I'm like, you remember when I did that? And like, just our expressions, because Alexis, the human, thought she nailed it. And Lou was like, oh, you got this, girl. And then when I heard it shatter, I was like, oh no.
And then there's my end, there's like glass, or it wasn't even glass, it was glass. Oh
it was glass.
Okay.
It was glass.
So I have glass all over me and like all over the bed, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, what? Do I stay in character? Do I, like, there's glass on me.
But I will say, the way that shattered could have been a sound effect.
Seriously honest, the coolest thing I've ever done, mind you, I went to the first ever playoff game in Cedar Falls, Iowa, and got to perform on Kyle Field. My most coolest thing I've ever done is I got to direct the showcase of Southeast Texas during a football game. Dr. Shannon let me get up there and I directed them, and it was literally like I was crying behind the mask because I was so genuinely happy, because the band is my favorite group on campus. I love them so much, and that was the coolest thing. I love Dr. Shannon for letting me do that, because that was the coolest thing. Coolest thing.
It got me more involved because I had to be involved.
Yeah.
So normal things that I probably wouldn't have gone to as just a regular student, I had to be there as the mascot. So just being able to be a part of the stuff that I normally would have not been a part of.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like, I know, I'm a commuter, so I know for a fact if it wasn't for Big Red, I would drive to school, go to class, drive home.
Yep.
But because of Big Red, I was like forced to get involved, and it sounds cheesy, but getting involved is really fun. And like, because I was involved with Big Red, I decided to start going to events as Jessie, and actually had really fun and met my friends at said events. So get involved.
Yeah.
It sounds cheesy, I know, but get involved. The thing I'm gonna miss the most is like the fans. You form a connection with these people, and these people don't even know who you are, you know, and like getting to like do the stuff behind the scenes and just being here and living in this moment. I'm gonna miss it.
Okay, well, this is about to make you cry. I'm not trying to make you cry.
Oh my God, Alexis.
But when we're able to do stuff together, like at events, it's a whole different Big Red and Lou than when we're apart.
Yes.
And yeah, not gonna cry, but it's just like another chapter closing. And
like, we're excited about our next chapter, but then we're heartbroken that we have to leave. We have to close this one.
Yeah. Are we doing it? Are we shaking it? Are we shaking it?
Peck 'em cards.
Peck 'em.
We're gonna miss this school. I'm gonna miss throwing my L up. Go Cards.
Too. Peck 'em.
Just wing it.
Just wing it.
Last game. Woo.